when you all met, did you know instantly that it was love? Was it instant love?
It was beyond,
yes.
it was instant love. It wasn't instant attraction, which looking at her, most of my friends say you're insane. I was at an event and I had literally just ended my previous relationship. I wasn't interested in a relationship at all, but I looked across the room and I saw her and I could not break eye contact. And it was like slow motion. I remember like yesterday, I walked across the room to her and she rose up in slow motion in my brain still. And I said, you are so beautiful. I said, I mean, inside beautiful. And it wasn't a line. I said, you really are. And she looked at me, she didn't say anything. It was the last time she was quiet, actually. And then we became friends. I bumped into her at the firewalk. And she was my coach as I was single, dating all these other people, because I would talk to her till 5, 6, 7, 8 in the morning. And I'd tell her everything. And she would just laugh with me. And she was the first person I could pitch and catch with. I wasn't just pitching, she'd throw the ball back. You know,
and Oprah, he would literally, just that moment. When we met, I felt like I had come home. I'd never felt more comfortable with a human being in my lifetime. I felt like I'd met my brother on this path. And it was just, well, at that time, honestly, yes, it really was. Because it was just this really familiar, just recognition. And it happened so quickly and it happened in an instant. And I knew I would love him. I didn't know necessarily in this form, but I just felt like I was made to love this man. Like it was just that clear to me. And
my mouth is open because I'm like,
truly,
really? It wasn't sexual in the beginning.
No.
Nothing.
So I didn't feel that attraction initially, but it certainly transformed about 6 months into it.
And we didn't have any filters because we started out as friends.
When we first met, that was one of the challenges because we loved each other. There was a spiritual connection, but there wasn't an attraction. Our core essence when it comes to sensuality, it was like opposites. And one day I looked at her and I said, you're nothing like how you act. You act so quiet. You're a lioness. You're crazy. You're this. She goes, look at you with your glued hair and your suit and everything else.
Appropriate.
And that just like I said, oh, you little, and the sparks hit and we owned each other.
You told him he had glued hair?
He did.
I used to have my hair like sprayed in place in those days in the 1980s, even 1990s kind of thing. You know, I was back in decade.
He had really bad hair back then. But anyways.
It's true.
Is this the first time you felt this way? It's not the first time you've been married.
Oh, by far the first time I felt this way in my entire lifetime. Plus, not only that, but I want to take care of, protect, and she doesn't need it. She's an independent woman. In every way, it's the most, I don't know how to describe it, feelings
But
for her.
you said something earlier when we first started this interview, like you think sometimes that all the good that you've done in the world and what you've been able to offer other people, that it's karmic.
I really believe that.
That this is.
She tells me I'm full of it. She goes, you just deserved me to start with, which is a beautiful thing. She loved me for me, not because I was Tony Robbins.
Why do you think now? You were ready?
I think I was ready. I do believe all the good I've done has attracted her, but I also believe it was the right timing in my own life and development and in her life. She had to go through things. We both have this love also because we've had relationships before and we have contrast. Nothing wrong with those people, but they were different than us so radically. We're so much alike. It's effortless as opposed to effortful because you're trying to please somebody who can't be pleased unless you become something you're not. And who wants to be something you're not? And that's what I used to do.